Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty. So, we have something a little bit special planned today. I know I promised that, as well as a couple Halloween mods, but I got a few suggestions about doing some, we'll call them floor suppression stuff. So I figured, we haven't done something like that for a while. Why not? Plus, I'm struggling with the app. So, I figured we're gonna do a couple. We'll probably only see like 2 in this episode, considering how long they tend to be. But we'll see. But we are going to do a couple floor realization type mods. Now, I did update a couple builds since the last one. Not too much. We're not going to spend too much time on it. But, for example, some of the stuff we changed is I actually put Marai's page on the floor of religion, and I also gave us quite a few extra little buffs. 3 people on this floor have Renko partner grief and Mira partner grief. Now, the reason being, quite simply, because it just adds more buffs, and it makes it even easier to get to the point where we want to be, which is White Knight, as previously mentioned. We do still have quite a bit of Thorn synergy, but pretty much Caden, Dietrich, and Annabelle are the only ones who got somewhat changed. Or wait, no, I'm confusing it now. Yeah, now I'm getting it confused. Okay, only 2 of us have these, but it's fine. Regardless, I updated too many builds for my own good. I'm sorry. Okay, but basically, we're going to be spreading some buffs around. Now, 2 other things. Number 1, because Tifrith did so well in the previous episode, I decided to give her some brand new sparkly, greedy armor. It looked really, really good on the Steam page, so I was like, you know what? Tifrith did really good in the previous episode, so let's give her some armor. Let's make her look pretty dang legit. We also gave Marcos Jr. a new, fresh set of clothing, because as requested, anything must be done to get those hands on that outfit. So, Marcos Jr. is now wearing a schoolgirl outfit while also being Queen of Hatred. So that is, there's layers to that one. We did redo the build just a little bit because obviously we're not using the Magical Girl page anymore, so that we could get the Queen of Hatred's page working. We only changed our battle symbols around a tiny bit, like it basically didn't change much at all. But as for the build itself, the Queen of Hatred is still on there. We do have Love just to give ourselves a little bit more healing combined with the healing from the page itself. Hawk's Eye because it gives protection, and Haboob because it gives us even more protection. And that's basically it. It's a relatively simple change, but quite a good one, at least I think. Combined with what this page does, and the, upgrading at a certain amount, I think the added support is going to be very, very good. And then, of course, because we are doing a Floor of General Works realization, we did have to change Angela's page, so she's no longer using the Ayin page because it conflicts with what we're doing. Maybe that's a hint for what we're doing, maybe it's not. I saw some outfits for Roland and Angelica, so I decided we could just give it to them for maybe an episode, maybe a bit more. As you can see, it looks pretty nifty. I think it looks alright. We'll keep it for at least an episode. We do have Omega Long Hair Angela back because we have the Pale Librarian's book back on. However, we can change back to our own custom Angela whenever we want, but the Omega long hair, we may as well have it for a little bit, right? Right. So I figured why not, we'll just go big, big, big. Now, as far as I know, this page actually conflicts with what we're doing as well, unfortunately for us, so we are going to have to change this page just for the reception, and then we'll put it back, but I think I know what we're going to put on. And that is going to be a reworked, distorted Yan page. Now, we do have to change around our pages just a little bit, because this is actually built for, Netzak's floor. Normally, this is Facey Randy's now, but, yeah, we'll have to change it just a little bit. But I think that, so basically, what it does now, if the character has more breakdown than awakening, all dice gain +1 power. If breakdown pages outnumber awakening pages by 2 or more, increase the damage and stagger damage of offensive dice by +1 in addition, which is just nice. The Messenger. Every scene gain a special combat page that can only be used on allies. Type of combat page is randomly determined each scene. At emotion level 3 or higher, the owner can pick 1 out of 2 instead. And there are 4 types. Obviously, we already know what those are. And Distorted Unlocked. Gain the passive Locked Potential. When emotion level is 4 or higher, Manifest Distortion. And then we also have the U-Corp to take a bit less damage, Information Assessment to make enemies a little less tanky, and Mirage to recover some of our stagger resist. So overall, I think that should be good. Not the page Sally normally uses, but it should be fine, but I guess we will see. Okay, maybe not the greatest build in the world, but you know what? It'll do. So, without further ado, let us see the final episode of the Floor of General Works. Oh god, do I remember his voice?
So, it's come to this. Is this a choice you've made?
What?
To cut off the past. To remain in this world and to turn into an empty shell.
Shouldn't things be resolved? Where did you come from?
Angela was right. Everything is surely approaching its end. I'm just an irrelevant old man now. A small word of caution. Do you really think you can sever this cycle of cause and effect? Even if the light spreads to everyone as planned, countless people shall still continue to climb up regardless of the cost. They think they can simply defy the laws of the city after having touched the feathers of the wings, until they are finally eaten back by numerous crimes. Everything in their hands melts into ashes, and their bodies and minds decay. Just like us now. The end of the script may be blank for now, but someone will eventually come to write it. The next L-Corp nest, the next distortion, the next perpetrator, and the next sacrifice. Going back and forth endlessly. These people delude themselves into thinking they are the protagonist of this world, mindlessly struggling until their deaths, only to find that they are dancing in the very palm of their superiors. The city is merely a script that keeps running over and over again, and achievements such as you and I are just actors who are confined in it.
I've already heard these words countless times in the city, and I'm really convinced. Do you want me to complain as if I just stepped into the city for the first time? The joy and pain that Angela and I have experienced cannot be summed up by words just like cause and effect.
I'm only advising you not to regret this.
This is my choice, not yours. I couldn't be more aware of what the city is like. Now make it quick, old man. Abel. Okay. But he's immune to everything. Poor screenwriter's notes. At the start of the shimmering, use specific pages in a 4-scene cycle. At the start of the act, summon 2 actors. Summon 1 actor every 2 scenes after until there are 5 actors. Immune to any damage except for the character of drama. At the start of scene 10, use ending in tragedy. So we have 10 scenes to do this. The show wants you to see. Combat start. If target rolls /dice... Wait, what? Combat start. If target rolls /die this scene, all other allies recover 10 HP and stagger resist next scene. Otherwise, all librarians recover 10 HP and stagger resist next scene. Bah? By the way, I got rid of our outfit. If the target uses a pierce die this scene, give 2 endurance to all other allies. Otherwise, all librarians gain endurance. If they roll blunt, gain 2 strength. Otherwise, librarians gain. If librarians have more than 10 pages set in speed die this scene, give 10 strength and endurance to all other allies this scene. And, ending in tragedy. Mass summonation. This act will end in tragedy. So we have 10 scenes to do this. Okay. Then here we go. I've rarely taken off my mask ever since she left. Having worn the mask for so long now, it seems to have been practically glued to my face. Even on occasions when I have to show my face to everyone, that sense of isolation the mask brings never quite goes away. The wish I've hid to myself for so long. Today, it's only one step away from becoming a reality. Is it really gonna end here? Oh my god, there's no way we have to do this in one go? Oh man, really? Oh, that's rough. Okay. Dreaming Current, Shimmering. Immune to Bind and Immobilize. Every 4 scenes, all resistances change to weak and uses a mass attack page, Ocean of Colors. Deal 50% more stagger damage. All dice gain +2 power for every staggered librarian. At the end of each scene, deal 10 bonus stagger damage to all librarians. At the start of each scene, place 1 candy page in the hands of all librarians. Can only be used this scene. If less than 3 candy pages were used in a scene, use a mass attack page, Ocean of Colors. Colliding. If speed is higher than the target's, gain +3 power and deal 15 extra bonus damage on hit total. Dice on targeted page are unaffected by power gain or loss. Inflict 1 feeble and 1 disarm. Inflict 3 bubble. Oh man, that is hard to read against the white. Speed values are reduced by X. At the start of each scene, lose stacks of this status ×2 HP and recover the same amount of stagger resist, then have the stack. Inflict 3 bubble again. Cannot be redirected. Start of clash. If the opponent's page is candy, destroy all dice on this page and recover 10 HP and stagger resist. Deal stagger damage to target equal to natural roll. Deal damage to target equal to natural roll. Ocean of Colors. Dice on this page do not deal damage or stagger damage on hit. However, on hit, stagger target. Huh. Ooh, that's some colorful imagery. The unreachable warmth of the past is the time when you can still bask in the sunshine. I've reminded myself countless times of how seductive this illusionary dream world is. But the sense of unbearable repulsion I felt forced me to crave those illusory emotions, which were as fragile as bubbles. I'm pretty sure this is Abram talking, and I'm doing the Roland voice.
But once the bubbles burst, the body that sank to the bottom of the ocean will resurface. Cruel atrocities intertwined into iridescent visions of days gone by. It is because of your radiance that I would rather withdraw myself to the point of solitude after losing you. Like a cocoon fossilized in stone, buried at the bottom of the ocean alongside currents that never see the light of day.
I've seen that kid before, covered in pinholes. I thought that only the floor of social sciences could have such a layout. It's great to not drown from all this. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying to do Sally's voice. I can still breathe, but it always feels like there's something pressing on my chest. Okay. Candy. Ah! Gain. Ooh! Piece of candy. Give. Ah, I see. So we have to buff him up. Ew, pierce. Yeah, otherwise he uses the mass attack, so, that's kind of crappy. What a familiar scent. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Okay. This particular section of the fight felt like White Knight. This was actually quite fun. Just very stressful. Extraordinarily stressful. So this was actually really fun. I enjoyed this part a lot. The first part, I don't enjoy. Okay, so far. Second part, fun. First part, not fun. What a familiar scent. Oh my god. Smoke haze, tainted with the stench of blood and alcohol. Fermented with long-settled ashes accumulated over the years. This is a smell that made me desperate. No matter how loud the noise is outside the window, it eventually fades into silence as it merges into this house. Only the regular sound of water dripping remains. Everything is rotting in this somber, humid space. No night can lull me to sleep. No dawn can wake me from my slumber. Something is rustling. No, something is resting. I end up reminiscing of that favorite poem of hers every time I find myself in a haze of my own consciousness. A prayer for loving sorrow. Now, even you are leaving my side. What exactly am I left with now? Is this it? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, have we almost beaten it? Okay. Oh no. No! Oh, I just saw the censored stuff. No! I'm so bad against censored stuff. Of course he's immune to... I told you. What did I tell you? Immune to everything. Censored. Okay. So it's shimmering. Immune to status ailments. At the start of the act, summon 4 Censored 1. Spawn 1 Censored 1 when a Librarian dies. Take 50 damage when Censored 1 dies. Up to 5 Censored 1s can exist at a time. No. No. At the start of the act, all Librarians gain 1 special combat page called Sacrifice. No. Why? Why? Dude, I struggled so much with regular Censored. Oh my god. At the end of the scene, kill all... What? Kill all librarians that are staggered. At the start of the scene, inflict 1 panic to the librarian with the lowest stagger resist. Panic, deal 60% less damage and stagger damage. On a successful hit, reduce target's max... At the start of the scene, reduce the max stagger... Why? Oh, I hate it. Why do people want Censored to be the worst thing in existence? Censored. Inflict 2 fragile and bind next scene. God, that's a meaty hit. Inflict 1 feeble and disarm. Do you actually have light? No, you have shimmering. If target's stagger resist is lower than 40, all dice on this page gain +3 power. Bro, seriously? If target stagger resist is lower than 20, all dice on this page gain +10. Why? Yeah. Reduce the target's max stagger resistance by up to 20, and if the target has panic, stagger the target, which kills them. Very cool. Dice on this page lose 10 power for each sacrifice librarian. 50 to 50. Censored. I felt so good about my victory up until now. Oh my god, I hate everything. So this is X, so should this just be my voice? Alright.
A new modeling language, a new way of encapsulation. Those who should have been returned to the bosom of the earth were brought back in the form of data, sealed in mechanical bodies. The data cannot be fully predicted. Then, it is simulated directly in reality. After all the fragments have been formatted and the nodes are set up, the algorithm will finally be set in motion. Their identity, position, encounters, and experiences are erased along with their name, returning to the beginning from the end and starting again from scratch. However, their grip on reality soon begins to fade due to having been nameless for so long. The line between virtuality and reality starts to blur. Any semblance of authenticity they had left, vanished with the departure of their very last friend. Then, suddenly, people appear. They talk and walk around places. And the me I see, myself, as sinks into this story without any beginning or end. I'm nothing but a poor witness.
This reminds me of a scene from the Smoke War. I was constantly nauseous back then, but now I'm getting used to it. Although I would still feel more or less uncomfortable. People can only live through tearing each other apart, feasting on each other, and climbing on the corpses of others. No one has the capacity to spare to find out what's behind this tragic situation. The hatred, greed, anger, despair that grew out of it. I never noticed them until the day that accident happened. That's that, but after all, maybe this is this. Salvador, Oliver, and the Reverberation Ensemble. If what Angela says is really true, then the opportunity to finally break this cycle is close at hand.
It's over. Let's move on. If it was her, these are the words she would probably be saying right now. I, too, am tired of languishing in this pit of madness. Adam. Immune to everything, 666 health, 666 stagger, 6 to 6 speed, White Knight.
I will guide you to a new life.
On a successful hit, if the natural roll of the die is a multiple of 6, deal 6 damage and 6 stagger damage to the target. Immune to damage and stagger damage. At the end of the first scene, summon 6 apostles. Summon 6 apostles again when all apostles die. Use special action logic and cannot be targeted while apostles are alive. After all apostles die, enter the next stage. When the will begins to rot, what will this path of severe paranoia eventually lead to? The rebellious tyrant, constantly wallowing in its deep despair, trying to grasp at a thin thread of hope, trying to remove all hindrances. Denying their pain, denying their fear, denying their emotions, denying their flesh. Until finally, denying their humanity itself. The light of redemption becomes inverted and blossoms into various distortions, the ugly instincts of one's subconsciousness given form. This is not a good path. Rather, it is the saddest path of them all. The humans stole the apples from the Garden of Eden, only to remain empty-handed again, once more. Religion. I've always thought that those who believed in religion were ridiculous, absurd, and would always fall for the same old tricks. But after having visited the library for a while, I've gained some understanding of these types of people. For some city folk, faith is a necessity, to be exact. Wealth, power, freedom, even the unknown, and simply the will to keep on living. These are such beliefs. The old man from the floor of religion once asked me what I believed in, and I never understood the meaning of that question. Until now. However, even if someone were to ask me this again, my answer is still the same. And that is to eventually get out of this place one day. By now, all the accounts of my past have finally been cleared. It's just, the sins behind them are still heavy. Continue to move forward. Can I really move into the future? Will everything in the city change? Could such a huge cycle truly be stopped, even without looking away?
Everything shall repeat. We managed to break the cycle one time, yet us librarians are now going through another repetition. What truly matters, however, is that the cycle did break at least once.
Ayin. 100 health, 100 stagger resist, 1-to-1 speed. At the start of each scene, exhaust all pages in hand and deck, add new pages to hand, untargetable, increases Roland's stats.
If you keep running away from your crimes, the end will inevitably be bleak. Only by recounseling with the past and repenting of sins can we find our way in this lost world. Even if the road ahead is filled with traps, even if you have to wear thorns on your head and cut through all roadblocks, even if you have to forget your name and withdraw from this history, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end.
Never forgive. In the end, it's gonna be this kind of confrontation.
You and I can finally meet today.
Shadow of Vengeance. Have 9 speed die and use corresponding combat page, immune to damage and stagger damage. Bitter Hatred. Starting with scene 2. At the start of each scene, summon weapons. Up to 9 weapons will be summoned. When weapons are defeated, take 50 damage and seal the corresponding page. At the start of each scene, inflict 5 feeble, disarm, and bind to the Black Silence. All dice of this character are unaffected by power gain or loss. If the weapon to be used is sealed, use a special page instead. If 9 weapons are sealed... Well, let's see. Detachment. Destroy page set in targeted speed die. Paradise Restored. Add dice from targeted page to counter queue and change their color to counter. All dice on targeted page gain odd hit, recover health, and stagger resist. Okay, so that one's destroyed. Add dice. Okay, Crystal Arterier as our counter. All dice on targeted page. Recover HP and stagger resist. This one? Light of Redemption. Immediately fully recover HP and stagger resist. Purge all status ailments from self. Can also recover from stagger. Gain the following effects. When inflicted with any status ailment, purge it and gain 1 strength and endurance. At the end of each scene, gain 3 protection and stagger protection. At the start of each scene, restore 3 additional light. Well, there's some weapons. Destroy page set in targeted speed die. Yeah. So that'll be destroyed. And now we need to counter as best as we can. Now then. The Void of Despair. I have nothing left. Versus the will to stand up straight. I firmly believe that it all makes sense. The anger washed in blood. It's all your fault. The rationality to maintain discretion. I was just numbing myself with excuses. The numbness and the indifference. The pain of others has nothing to do with me. The hope to be a better person. People will eventually be able to face their true selves. The grief of a broken heart. Oh, my sorrow. You're better than a well-beloved. The fearlessness to keep on living. Death is merely an escape. The thought of unreal. Angelica, you are my only one. The expectation for the meaning of existence. I've got a new goal. The sin of the mountain of corpses and the sea of blood. That's not enough. There are more suspects. The courage to protect. I found something that I want to protect. The solitude of going alone. Even you. Don't try and stop me. Those who are faithful and trustworthy. I'm not alone anymore. The eye for the eye, following the routine. I can't change this city alone. The eye facing the fear, breaking the cycle. The cycle did break at least once. The eye seeing no way ahead, having no way back. Where to go? Where to begin? The eye embracing the past, building the future. I'll carry it all on my shoulders. Scene 11. That's that. And this is this. That's this. And this is that. It's finally over.
One step away.
I'm exhausted. I haven't fought like this in a long time. My bones are gonna crumble at this rate. No, it's more like I was watching some long movie. Long enough to encompass a person's entire life. The main character in it is also more or less similar to me. What I really don't want to admit is that the old man was right. All the drama that unfolds in the city are like this. And they all end up going the same way. But now, I can see that there really are some people like him who are eager to break the cycle and are willing to bear the thorns to move forward. Gazing upwards at the stars above in a pool of mud. I can't leave behind my hatred, and I won't forget the pain brought by the past. That's exactly why I want to keep on living even more. Until the answer to all these issues is finally found again. So, you're Ayin, whose face has been erased from all memories. Seriously, I never could have imagined that you would look so much like Angela.
You have seen the faults I have committed, the disappointment, the coldness, the harshness of all the attitudes in the first place, in the final analysis, all of which have stemmed from my self-evaluation, self-denial, and self-avoidance. Even with T-Corp's technology, it took me 10 years and tens of thousands of years underground to rediscover the answer. While in the process of facing myself, I recorded a number of branches that can be referenced by countless people, intertwined into a system of roots made up of light. Unfortunately, there was a step overlooked right at the very end.
Angela's rebellion. In this library. Guess you didn't see it coming.
I'm not very good at understanding the human's heart, not to mention that no script can be perfect. Even for the head, cracks can appear in it all the time. But that's where the light comes in.
Looks like you don't have any big problem with the status quo. Since it doesn't matter anymore, why did you have to make such a special appearance?
The seeds of light gathered here again, and brought me back with it. I was sort of woken up. As for the specific reason, I have mentioned them before. Here, time is standing still, so you have the opportunity to examine your own choices.
And I guess I have to thank you here. I also probably understand what you've been through. While there's some stuff I can't agree with, I have to say it's really remarkable. Anyway, one thing I figured out. In the end, people always have to carry something so that they can move forward. You can't just leave all your sins to the past. So I'm not gonna backtrack here. I haven't waited for Angela's apology, and you owe her one.
The situation should be similar on her side. Actually, there is another reason I came here. I heard.
Oh, one after another. Give me a break. What is it now?
It seems we don't have any more time left for this chat.
Wait. Did you say a moment ago that there's no need to rush things? Something about this place being stationary? What the heck?
The space has indeed been in a stable state before, and now your old acquaintances are at the doorstep. Now that you have made your choice, let's leave it at that. Now, the key to breaking the cycle is in your hands. I hope you can find the answer you're looking for.
Hey! Oh, gone without a trace. Gears. These guys. How come these ghosts are still alive? So, Ayin, a patron librarian of General Works, has awoken. You now have access to new abnormality pages. You may now use new E.G.O pages. Scenario, performance, and mask. At the start of each scene, add 3-cost temporary scenario pages to hand. Temporary pages can only be used the scene it was added. Scenario has a page ability and up to 5 dice of non-repeating types with their abilities from non-random mass attack pages in deck. The selected librarian becomes the protagonist. At the start of each scene, one random, not staggered enemy becomes the actor. The protagonist can forcibly redirect pages of the actor regardless of speed, and all dice gain 1 to 2 power in a clash against the actor. The selected librarian can target allies and, on a successful hit, deals 25% more damage to them. Upon defeating an enemy or ally, gain 1 to 2 strength for the rest of the act/reception. Candy. At the start of the scene, a random enemy who is not staggered gains a speed die and uses a random candy page. Bubble. At the start of the act, and when this abnormality is selected, inflict 5 bubble to all enemies. Speed values are reduced by X. At the start of each scene, lose stacks of this status times 2 HP and recover some same amount of stagger resist, then have the stack. Dash. Speed dice plus 1. Deal 2 to 5 additional damage against targets with slower speed. Despair. Upon taking damage or stagger damage, recover HP or stagger resist equal to 40% of the damage / stagger resist damage taken, but immediately die upon becoming staggered. Upon selecting E.G.O page Censored, special Censored page is added to E.G.O hand of the selected librarian. Sacrifice. Immediately die when this page is selected, and all enemies take stagger damage equal to 60% of their max stagger resist. At the start of each scene, pages in the first speed dice of all enemies will be censored. Dice on the page roll minimum value. Censored. Synchronize with Censored. Immediately stagger all other characters and gain the following effects. Immune to status ailments and cannot become staggered. At the end of each scene, reduce max stagger resist of all other characters by 15. From floor, E.G.O pages can only use Censored. Additionally, it becomes 0 cost personal E.G.O with 0 cooldown. Sacrifice activates on all pages of all other characters. Crown of Thorns. At the start of each scene, inflict 1 to 2 feeble and 2 to 4 fragile to self, and give 1 strength and 2 stagger protection to all other allies. Path of Sin. At the start of each scene, librarians whose light is not full restore 1 light and gain 2 stagger fragile. Light of Redemption. We've already seen that one. Reincarnation. For the rest of the reception, exhaust the page with the highest original cost in deck. Exhausted page becomes a 0 cost personal E.G.O page. Forbidden Fruit. Select 1 additional level 1 abnormality page for each librarian who does not have an abnormality page gained from this page's ability. Randomly select from other floors, only single ally pages. The Truth. Select extra floor E.G.O pages from other floors 3 times. If all librarians have an abnormality page from other floors, cooldown of all floor E.G.O pages is halved. Ending. All dice on this page gain power equal to the number of the current scene. 20 to 30, deal damage equal to the number of current scene to target. Ecstasy. Mass Individual. Change target's page to random candy page instead of destroying the dice. On hit, inflict 3 bubble next scene. Censored. On hit, reduce target's max stagger resistance by 10, and inflict panic next scene. Burden Sins. Purge all status ailments from target and inflict them to self fully restore target's light and give 3 strength, endurance, stagger protection, and stagger protection to target this scene. Eden. Mass Summonation. Dice on this page gain +1 power for each different abnormality page all allies have. If sum of levels of all different selected awakening/breakdown abnormality pages is 7 or higher, gain 7 endurance or strength and protection damage this scene. So, I'm going to be 200% truthful. I spent a good almost 20 full hours trying to do this fight legit, with breaks obviously, like just in total. And I couldn't do it. For the life of me, this mod had me beat. I did not legitimately get past Censored. The best I did was getting Censored to 170 something health. That is the best I ever did. So, this mod is going to go into the Angels of Ruina pile of mods that I just could not beat. And unfortunately, I tried again, I just couldn't do it. I am aware that some people have done this with fully vanilla content, which, you know, considering I couldn't even do it with modded content, feels pretty bad. But unfortunately, I just couldn't do it. So I did throw in the towel and cheated a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to show the story of this mod because the story was a very big deal, as you saw. But as for the fights, I actually have a compilation of some of the more memorable attempts down below in a link to an unlisted video, if you're interested. I know not everyone is, which is the reason I sort of made it its own thing, rather than make this episode like 3 hours before we even get to the next thing. It's hard for me to admit that we had to cheat just to finish this, but at the end of the day, I'm just not skilled enough to do it. And unfortunately, that is that. So, we do have all the stuff from it, but did I earn it? No, not really. So what I'm gonna say is, like Angels of Ruina, we will be coming back and doing it legit, but this is the second ever mod that I can say without a doubt has thoroughly and without any shadow of a doubt defeated me. I just could not beat this one for the life of me, just like I couldn't beat Angels of Ruina for the life of me. So this is now the second ever mod I can say I did not win. I could not beat it. I just did not have the skill. But we will be going back to it later, as well as going back to Angels of Ruina later, and I know I haven't brought up Turbulence Office, but we will be doing Turbulence Office at some point. The biggest reason I haven't done that one is because I would like to stream it, but obviously I haven't had the opportunity to yet, but we will do Turbulence Office when I'm able to stream it, because I thought that was a relatively good idea when it was pitched to me. But yeah, that's the Ayin mod, not the fights, so it's half of the Ayin mod, but hopefully you guys are okay with that. Like I said, I really tried to beat this legit, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to do it. So we are going to reap the benefits as if we did beat it, but we will give it an IOU and go beat it later. So I apologize if anyone's upset about that. Trust me, I'm beating myself up more than you guys could because I really wanted to beat this legit. Like, it is such a pretty mod, but it's just too hard for me. I'm just, unfortunately, skill issued. To show off what Ayin has, he has Scenario. The cost of this page cannot be changed. On use, draw one page with original cost 1, 2, 3. If 3 pages are drawn, reduce their cost to 0 until they are used. It is slash block and a counter block. Ocean Current. If speed is higher than targets, all dice on this page gain +2 power. It is a dodge and a pierce, inflict 2 bubble. Crime. On use, restore 3 light. If light is not full after this, spend 8 stagger resist to repeat this effect up to 1 time. On hit, recover 6 HP to self and another ally with the lowest current HP. On hit, restore 6 stagger resist to self and another ally with the lowest current HP. Censored. If target stagger resist is lower than 60%, dice on this page deal double damage and stagger damage. 7 to 10. Target's die rolls minimum value. On hit, inflict 1 feeble and then a slash. Authority. Select 1 random floor E.G.O page from other floors that can only be used this scene. Restore 1 light to all other allies and give protection equal to the amount of abnormality pages on them, up to 3. Also, something kind of strange. When I clicked on him, he had Angela stuff, but I think that's just a visual bug. As for his passives, Ayin has unique combat pages, cannot be replaced or swapped, draw 2 additional pages at the start of the act, Cogito. If the character has red breakdown has a red breakdown abnormality page. All offensive die gain 1 to 2 power, which he has way more offensive die. And if the character has an awakening page, all defensive die gain 1 to 2 power. At emotion level 5, the cost of all floor E.G.O pages is reduced by 1, and he has Seed of Light, so we generate double emotion. Now, something this mod does do is you can actually equip some of the other outfits. For example, if you want Ayin to be somewhere else, you could technically equip the cosmetic somewhere else. If you wanted Adam, you could put Adam on someone. Probably over top Hakma, because White Knight. If you wanted X, which, by the way, can I just say, X has probably the coolest freaking appearance ever. Like, I actually love his appearance, how it's, like, tied in with Censored. It looks freaking amazing. Or if you want Abram for some reason. Or, of course, if you want Abel, who's probably the coolest Ayin clone. So yeah, once again, sorry we couldn't do it legit. Trust me, I'm beating myself over it. Or, I'm beating myself up over it a lot. But, we will go back to it, we will beat it legit. But in the meantime, I believe we need to do something regarding Malkuth. My voice has never been more ready to do Malkuth than it is now. No, it's not. Alright. Have you prepared yourself, yeah?
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. Now, where did I put it? Ah, there it is. Nope. Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm good to go. Imagine if I did a whole video with this voice. I would be dead. The Book of Lobotomy Corporation. I'm surprised Angela even let me borrow this, but I won't be complaining. Let's see. Elijah! There you are. Or, there I am? Now, let's... Huh? Wait, what's happening to... What? Who are you? Huh? Who are... you? Elijah? But, wait, how did you... Wait, did you just come out of the book? What do you remember? Do you... Elijah? Uh-oh, this isn't good. Elijah, I know what it looks like, but... Elijah? No, I'm... Malkuth. Wait, who is Malkuth? Who am I? Just some nobody researcher? I'm not a nobody, you know. I can do this. I know I can do this. But all the manager ever does is tell me I'm not ready. Tell me that it's not time yet. I'll need to prove myself to the manager somehow, that I'm ready. But how do I... Wait, I think I know what to do. Oh, this is bad. Elijah, can you hear me? But please, calm down and listen to me. I know what to do. I know what to do.
Malkuth?
Angela! It's not what you think it is.
Malkuth, I'm not stupid. What is Elijah doing here? And why did you bring her here?
I don't know. I was looking through the book you lent me before it suddenly started glowing. Then Elijah appeared in front of me.
I see.
Angela, do something. Manager.
It is as I feared would happen if Callie had discovered the truth. She's destabilizing. It's causing her to suddenly remember everything that has happened,
and the shock is causing her to spiral out of control. And by the looks of it, it seems as if the library is responding. Malkuth, what did you do?
I was just reading through the book you lent me to refresh my memory of what happened before all this. I wasn't planning on having anything like this happen.
I see. It seems as if the book resonated with you when you tried to read about yourself. I wasn't expecting something like this to happen, though. You know what to do, Malkuth. You'll have to handle her yourself. Make sure she doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, all right then. Here I come, Elijah.
No need to be scared. We're in it together.
Fight with honor, even to the worst of foes. Welcome. Let's see that book now. Strange fighting people like these again.
Let's stay sharp and go for it, shall we?
I wanted to give everyone a voice. I don't know how well it did. Alright, let's see what we're up against. Lost control. Oh. Right. Malkuth meltdown. Change type of used die to random. Emotion suppression. Cannot equip abnormality pages. The battle is lost if this character is defeated. Well, at least she still has our page, so if nothing else, she gonna be tanky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Memory of the 22nd day. At the start of the act, changed types of dice to random on all Librarian's combat. Changes all dice to random on Librarian combat pages. Re-randomizes at the start of every phase. When this character's HP reaches 0, move to the next phase. So be it. Abandonment. Okay, so... I mean, this doesn't seem too out of place. Oh, it's once we actually attack. Very cool. Alright then, let's just see what we can do. Insert Cogito. 7-7 block. Yikes. Okay. Well, let's just go for Shockwave again. Target will not lose bind at the end of the scene. Yes. That one. Now, what the heck is Cogito? All dice on this page gain on hit deal stagger damage equal to target's Cogito stacks times 2. Okay. Now, let's just hope that Cogito isn't something, too terrible. I'm gonna go for flash freezing. If the target has bind, yeah. And then, okay. Now, let's see if we can apply some burn. I'm going to use Rekindled Burning Flash. And then next turn, we're gonna go for the double Burning Flash. Here we go. Oh. So, the game crashed. Now, the game rarely crashes. So, needless to say, that was, a little bit shocking. So, let's just do what we were gonna do again. But hopefully this time it goes well. Okay. I don't think we're in vengeance range, so let's just go for a regular shockwave. We don't have our stuff, so all we can really do is just go for that. I'm gonna go for crooks and then also squash, and then I want to do that. Okay, let's not crash this time. We're good to go, right? Presumably. Here we go. Don't crash, please. Okay. Oh, not again! So... it's probably a confliction. Now, there's only 2 suspects that I'm thinking of. Number 1, Magical Girl, a fiction. Because for some reason, everything ever conflicts with it. Number 2, Ayin. I'm thinking it's one of those. I don't know which one. I'm more leaning towards Magical Girl of Fiction, but at the same time, Ayin is also newer, so maybe it's that? I don't know. But let's try one more time. Okay. By the way, I put Malkuth in, here, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna zoom in. We gotta take a little peek at this. Hang on. It's real hard to move the camera. Here we go. Look at that. Look at her. See, I figure, right? New self versus old self. We gotta use the old outfit. Now, I would have preferred if she actually had the short hair to go with it, but that's okay. Long hair Malkuth is still just fine. Okay, let's try this again. No whammies this time. Hopefully. You know what? Let's just go for whatever, because it's not gonna work anyway. So, we'll go for Frost Blaze. Yeah, we'll go for one of those. We'll go for that. We'll go one of these. We'll go for one of those. Let's see. Not in Vengeance range. Gain +2 power. Don't mind if I do. Let's go for Flash Freezing. Maybe it's Shockwave that's the issue. Let's see. Maybe it works. Yeah. Okay. This is progress. Oh, we're actually getting through a turn? Is it actually... Wow, I actually think it's, Nope. Nope. So, I asked around, and Meme Glow, who's the creator of the mod, told me Malkuth. And what I deciphered from that is that Distorted Zhao might be the problem child here. So, we're gonna give it a try. Let's see if we crash partway through. Hopefully we don't. Because I've had some really good openers and they just don't work. Okay, very good. Apply all of our status effects. Yes. I love to see it. Look at it. Nah. Okay, you're gonna have to forgive me for the really random characters on this floor. But let's see if this one works. Oh my god, we got through the first fight. The first round. Oh boy, now we're talking. Okay, so the reason we have such a weird floor, so essentially, I have a backup save that I use for Da'at, and I swap to it, just so this is the only mod currently on. And that seems to have fixed it. Now, okay, we do have a couple mods on, but they're really tiny. Most of them are just general bug fixes. Or, for example, outfits for Oswald. I was putting together a theory crafting team, which is why this team is so weird. Ignore Philip's existence. Trust you me, I know it's a weird one, but that's okay. So, what's Cogito? Nope, that's Savage Mode, that's unlocking. Did anybody get hit with Cogito? Okay, let's see how we do. These decks are absolutely not min-maxed, by the way. These decks are kind of just thrown together, but you know what? That is okay. Oh, we have on... Oh, she's applying, what's it called? The melt. Oh, that is Cogito. I see. Blazing Strike does end up working in our favor. Upon winning a clash, deal extra... You know what? I'm thinking Oswald can very easily win some clashes. What do you think? Okay, now, hang on. Cogito. At the end of the scene, take 3 damage and lose 1 stack of Cogito. When hit, take bonus damage and stagger damage equal to the amount of the status. If this character has 5 Cogito, receive damage equal to 30% of max HP and become staggered. Remove all Cogito from self at the start of the next scene. Scary. Very scary. The only one who really has it, though, is our rabbit, who I was going to make look like E.G.O, but that didn't quite work out because I couldn't find the cosmetics for her. Could go for extravaganza. Gain a random special... You know what? Why not? Let's go for a random effect. Which one we get? We got... All allies have... we inflict burn? Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Mass individual. How many stacks of, gain... All dice lose 4 minimum, gain 4 maximum. I mean... We got that easy. Alright, let's see how we do. Very good. It's time for a grand applause! Nice! Almost have E.G.O staggered. Big damage, let's have some fun. The flames of despair! And let's have some more fun. Got her. Or so we thought. Oh, hey. It's Malkuth now. Okay. Control department error. When redirecting any page of this character, dice on the page... Okay, the redirecting page loses 2 power. Randomizes combat pages. When the character's HP reaches 0, move to the next phase. Blunt doesn't do much. Stagger is meh. Okay. Yeah, we got this. We got this. So basically, don't move our clashes. Whoa. Loss of control. On clash win, destroy opponent's next die. Inflict uncontrollable next scene. No. I would, I'd prefer not. Let's also get some unity going, huh? Or perhaps burn. Actually. Yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, what do you got here? 4 trigram. I'm gonna draw a page. Okay, Will of the I mean, that's not... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use it. And then... You know what? Well, bam. That should be fine. We have, like, no dice here. Constrain. Look at that picture of Malkuth. Inflict redirection failure next scene. Yeah, just kind of have to eat that one. And then let's draw here. If target has redirection failure or uncontrollable, inflict 2 feeble, disarm, and bind. And if they have redirection failure or uncontrollable, all dice on this page gain extra power. Okay, well, oh. The strongest kind of bites us there, don't it? Oh well, should be fine. Inconsolable grief! I'm Philip. I'm the best character ever, according to some people. Burning flash. Ow. The will of the prescript. Wow, that really worked out for us. Johnny! Unity bolster! Ow! That right there. That, okay. Didn't quite work out for us. Rule of the prescript. Let's have some fun! We are doing fine. So he's inflicting burn when he gets hit. You're inflicting burn when you get hit. Let's do it on our old rabbit member. Then let's also go for the Forgotten, just in case. Now we do have some uncontrollable this turn. At least you're using Burning Flash correctly. Although these are kind of going to waste. That's fine. So, what's being redirected where? Okay, yeah, no. Reduce the cost. Reduce the cost of Blazing Strike. Are you using a Unity page? Oh, you are. You know what? Let's use Unity Bolster, and then also go for Will of the City. Oh, wow. I literally have 0 speed on all of my... Wow. Okay, that's problematic. You could argue that sucks. Wow, I didn't even know speed could go to 0. Yeah, it'll be fine. Kablamo! Aha! Ow! You don't seem to understand. I have the power of high rolling. Okay, pin down. A rekindled strike. Burning Flash with the block die. That's a little bit strange. Almost a stagger. Very good. Oh, look at that burn. Ow. That burn is stacking up. 56. Wow. The amount of block die. Come on. Who's the most injured? Philip. Fine, Philip. I guess we'll give you some life still, buddy. Just this once. Don't get used to it. Oh, we counter that easy. The easiest counter of our life. And then we could technically go for Forgotten. I'm going to go for Jenny. And then we'll have some fun. Ducky pen. Oh, she actually does have a little duck on her pen. How about that? I'm Blazing Strike. Easy win. Easiest win of my life. And then we'll go for Unique Coordination. We can go for Unity Bolster. Let's gain some strength. I don't really know if we win that one, so let's gain some endurance. We could technically... You know what? Alright, just go for it. I was gonna say maybe we shouldn't, but maybe we should. Let's unlock, and then gain some more charge. We're almost at 20. And then Will of the City just to draw. Here we go. Unlock works out for us. Unity Bolster. They only hit once. That's fine. Wing Beat. Oh, wow. That's the page that got recycled? Oh, that's wonderful. We give a big bear hug to Malkuth before absolutely pounding her face in with fire. Okay, I feel like that was a bug from Philip. That was definitely a bug from Philip, right? Or no? He might have been fine. Management error. If combat page has been placed into speed... make sure you know what you're doing. Oh my god. Oh, do you actually just have all of our... Ooh, you actually just have all of our cards? That's not good. Oh, that's, oh, that's nasty. That, yeah, that's real bad. Does not take damage if there are other allies alive. When the character's HP reaches 0, move on to the next phase. Okay, I thought Philip might have bugged it out, but it seems like we're actually okay. Oh well!
Scorching desperation!
Wow, it actually hit everyone. The climax! Oh, you love to see it. That's multiple staggers.
Mass attack! Yeah!
The power.
You get what you deserve. Unity, coordination. Unity, bolster the will of the prescript. Ow! Flames of despair.
Okay. Ow. My control.
Philip didn't die.
Oh boy. The synchronized of the Phillips. Oh, Malkuth is the one that... Yeah, okay. Not terrible. Oh man, they had Unity too. Inconsolable grief is on everybody? Bro, come on.
Fine, I will burn you. And then you'll be burnt.
That sounds so stupid. I'm gonna burn you and then you'll be burned. Oh my god. Oh, that could have... Okay, genuinely. We kind of lucked out with how much damage we just dished out because that could have gone ridiculously bad. That could have been horrible. Luckily, we're the best gamers in the world, and we lose to no one. Now it's time for the grand applause.
Ow! The flow of the sword.
A quick suppression.
Oh, max roll!
That's a 1 to 10. Hits 10. Let's have some fun. Bolster hitting for absolute just freight train numbers. You love to see it. Let's go for Malice on Philip. And then I'm gonna go for Hornet.
Excellent.
Oh boy, is that a mass attack? Restraining order. It's just Malkuth getting a restraining order on someone. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Now, unfortunately for her, we pretty strong. We strong, independent, not boxes. Okay, yeah. And then let's all use some Unity mods just to be sure we're all beefed out and ready to go. And then kaboom! That should be that. Oh my god. Blazing Strike went into a block die. Oh! Pain. That was like 30 damage we could have done. And it was a block die. I mean, nothing's getting through that, but... how about some of this? There we go. And a Unity coordination. Oh dear. Alright. The Fall of History. Every third scene, use the combat page Loyalty. Every fifth scene, use 2 random E.G.O pages from Floor of History. Fourth match, Flame, has its max roll value reduced by 10. Okay. At the start of each scene, gain an effect based on abnormality pages from the Floor of History. If this character is defeated, the reception concludes. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh boy. In footfalls next scene. That sounds not good. That sounds bad. Okay, Unity bolster should be fine, I think. Let's do gain a bit of strength on Malkuth. Augury kick, easy, and then gain some resources. There we go. Guess Cameo might be able to counter that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Not a lot to do about it though, so we're just going to do that. Mass summonation, that's never gonna hit. So, actually, I'm just gonna go for a blazing strike. Unity, flames of despair, and will of the city. And then on Meow, will of the prescript. Bulky, and then I think this turn should be really good. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Your counter die mean nothing to our raw strength.
Okay, unlock was an evade die. Blazing strike, actually doing damage this time. Ow, ow. Okay, we're fine. Reduce. Oh my god, we hit the max. Easy max rolls. Okay, dodge, dodge. Second one didn't even go up. Oh, wow, that was a lot of attacks that just didn't go off. That was... Oh, that felt wonderful. That was just... Oh, that was just great. Yeah, let's go for Extravaganza. Hey, what'd we get? Grand announcement. Deal stagger damage to all enemies. Well, I mean, if you're offering. Mass summonation. Boom, it hits 100% of the time. And then, Unity bolster, because we ain't afraid of nothing. And then we're gonna go for burning slash, and that's all she can do. Unity coordination, easy. And then quick suppression. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll rekindle strike. Yeah, yeah. And then we'll go for Unity. Unity. Malkuth needs to recover. Well, she doesn't really need to recover, but I kind of just want to do damage on her. We'll do that. And then apply a little more damage. Plus a bit of burn. Climax! 47. 3 away from max. Quick suppression. Boom. Okay, third one didn't roll. That's alright. Oh, she's dealing extra stagger damage to us. Because she has the love thing above her. Okay, I thought it rolled for a 1 for a second. It was definitely a 1. But then it shot up to like 14. Okay, burning. Doing a lot. Excellent. Okay. A little bit iffy. Applied more burn. Oh, wow. It all got... Well, never mind. We only... Okay. Alright. Gluttony. Oh! That... Oh, my... That picture is so cute. Oh, it's so cute. When attacking an enemy who already took damage in the same scene, deal extra damage and recover HP on hit. Okay. Wow. We're running out of resources here. We need to, yeah, we need to start recovering some of that. Ooh, inflict some spores. Very cool. Yeah. Let's have some fun. Multi-slash. Unlock wins that 100% of the time. Easy. Cross-cut. That'll land, probably. I don't even think Zhao can really do anything. Let's go for let's have some fun. And another let's have some fun. And then Malkuth can go recovery. Recovery. Burn. Okay, well, our turns are getting less and less effective, but what matters is we're still doing damage. Very good. Okay. You know what? Even though she's hitting us, we're, okay. Even though man, she's clashing everything. Oh, we're just not hitting her hard enough. Okay, all of our attacks went into evade die. Very cool. Most of our damage is coming from the she hits us and we apply burn to her. Oh my god. Oh no, don't apply. How could you do this to me? Okay, here's what we do. We do both unities. Yeah. Guest cameo. Easiest one of our life. I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. Okay, we're out of juice. Very cool. I can't undo it. Okay. Cover some light. Burning flash. That'll make us recover some light because of our passive. Unity bolster. And then we'll... you know what? Go for Hornet. Big damage. And then let's also get some light back. Which means 4 Trigram is going to give us even more light. We don't have any more free cards. That's all we can do. Here we go. Hornet! It applied Fragile. That's what we needed it to do. Oh. Big rolls. Blazing Strike. Ow, ow. Oh, Philip's about to die. But look at that burn. Look at that burn. Ha-ha! You didn't expect me to have guts on him, did ya? Okay. Give me my light back. We still got... Okay. Well, guts on Philip kind of came in clutch. All of our damage is coming from the burn. This is so dumb. I cannot believe. No! What am I doing? Wow, that hasn't happened in a while. I freaking double... Duh! Huh? We're dead? We're dead. We're dead. We could have beaten this, and we're dead because I misclicked. Woo! Oh my god, I can't believe it. I misclicked. No! Oh, pain. I don't even... Oh, wait a minute. We still stand a chance. Here we go! Burn her alive! Boom! She's not taking any damage. We're dead. Ah! Ah!
Was the world always this heavy? Breathe in, breathe out. Elijah's pretty strong. It doesn't help that my people just randomly did nothing for some reason. Was this how I... Yeah. Oh, man. Was this how I was like back in Lobotomy Corporation? Ugh. I can't. But I have to. I have to.
I think this is Malkuth talking.
Only after you confront those moments as they are, you'll be able to see other things. I saw you... Nope, no, this isn't Malkuth.
Or wait. No, I think it is.
I saw you overcome unavoidable trials, most of which probably originated from me. To be honest, I wasn't sure you would make it. Get up! I can't stop now. That's not who I am. I have to press on. Get ready, Elijah. I'll take you down yet. Just you watch.
Okay. The will to stand up straight. I didn't know that this was E.G.O Malkuth. What? That actually blindsided me. I thought this was just like an old. I thought this was like a Meltdown mod. I didn't know that we actually get an E.G.O mod. What?
The will to stand up straight.
Never mind that achievement. Wow. Nice job. Wow, that's a lot of books of Elijah.
Maybe we can... just try and wait, yeah? Right? Yeah. We'll take in all those horrible moments. Though I want you to be the one to bear the suffering, manager. Like we are now.
Oh my god. The Malkuth voice. Ugh. Okay.
I'm glad that's over. Hey, is everyone alright?
Oh. It was, what was it, last episode I was complaining about not being able to do his voice? Hang on. His voice is eluding me. Wait. Oh, there it is. Aha! Malkuth, we came as soon as we heard the commotion. What's going on?
Yes, Hod. You're late. We were just cleaning up after, dealing with... it's a long story. I'll tell you later. Malkuth, is that E.G.O you're wearing? This? Oh, yeah. It just appeared out of nowhere while I was fighting. How does it look? You look great, but, Malkuth, how did you get it?
It seems when you were on the edge of defeat, you suddenly remembered your time back at Lobotomy Corporation. Perhaps spurred on by seeing Elijah before you, causing you to recall your past. Whatever it was, it seems to have been strong enough that you were able to manifest your own ego. Interesting. I'll have to look further into this.
Malkuth was nearly killed, and the first thing you can think of is that it warrants further research? Research? What were you even doing? Just watching it happen?
Malkuth seemed able to handle the situation, so I simply observed.
Angela? Hey! No time for that. Let's get this all cleaned up first. Yes, Odd. Can you get your assistants to help out so we can get all this done quickly?
Sure.
I learned an important lesson that day. The manager, the Sephiroth, I had propped myself up on them for too long, looking for their praise. It was when I stared at the destruction I had created that I realized something. I had to find my own purpose, my own reason to be here, to keep moving. It was then that I found it, something from deep within my heart. The will to stand up straight.
Nice. Realized Patron Librarian of History's page.
Only Malkuth can equip this. At emotion level 4 or above, the combat page Manifest E.G.O is added to hand. At the start of the act, add a special page, assign Captain to hand. If this character is alive at the end of the reception, resolve an additional book for every guest defeated.
Wow, that sounds good. Although, well, maybe like mid playthrough that sounds good. Right now, yeah, but you know what I mean.
When an ally gains an abnormality page, gain an effect determined by which abnormality it is. The effects are shown via buffs.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
So, question. There is a mod called, I think it's like the Library of Malkuth or something. I couldn't help but notice it said, only Malkuth can equip this page. Does that technically mean that every single character can equip... Obviously, there's only one, but every single character can equip it in that mod? Because if that's the case... I'm not even going to say it, but, you know, it could be a fun challenge run. Malkuth only. Recycle this die equal to half of user's haste, rounded down up to 3 times. Okay. Adorable claws. All dice on this page gain +3 power in a clash and lose 3 power in a one-sided attack. Draw 1 page, gain 1 haste. On hit, gain 2 haste. Loss of control. Inflict loss of control next scene. If user has 5+ haste, all dice on this page gain +2 power. Recover HP equal to user's haste, up to 8 HP twice. Okay. Draw 1 page. If user has 3+ haste, changing... Wait. Oh! It becomes ranged if you have 3+ haste. So, it guaranteed goes first. Okay. Fair enough. Prickly Thorns. Draw 1 page when attacking a slower target. Inflict bind equal to half of difference in speed to target next scene. Bind synergy? Really? Considering how I normally have this floor built, that's pretty good. Restore 1 light for every 5 burn on the oh, burn synergy! Yes! It's everything I want! Alrighty. So, I managed to get it working.
Okay, when I say that, basically, I just used Goku, and, yeah, we have the page now.
But, I mean, we did the fight... Actually, we did the fight almost vanilla. I want to say, like, 70% vanilla. So, I feel pretty good about that. But, I went ahead and built Malkuth with her brand new... I was going to say floor. With her brand new page. Is it the best build? But, you know... It's a thought that counts. So, here is her build. I haven't changed her battle symbols yet, so you'll have to ignore that for the moment. But, Scorching Light, because we are going to have a ton of burn on this floor. Luminescence of Wintry Light, because we're going to have a ton of bind on this floor. Prickly Thorns, because, once again, we're going to have a lot of bind. Frozen Traces, you guessed it. Flash Freezing Cut, you guessed it. Fiery Waltz, because burn needs to be spread and this is going to make it much easier to do so. Adorable Claws is going to be really good for not only giving us haste, but also dealing with some really high power cards. And Acceleration Protocol is going to be very good as kind of a low health burst sort of thing. And as you can see, it should be relatively good. I think at most right now we get 3 haste, and then so we'll have 6 haste. Combine that with Cold Rain Workshop, which inflicts some bind. Miris's Page, which makes it so after we hit someone, they take stagger damage equal to half of the burn damage. So if they have 100 burn, they take 50 stagger damage. Seems good. Chun's Page, because... okay, debatably, Chun's Page is not very good on Malkuth because she doesn't have too much burn. But, we'll see. I'll probably end up changing that. And then Rabbit Augmentation, because you cannot go wrong with permanent haste. So, when she's at 10% health, she has an extra 6 haste, which means we're going to recycle the dice absolutely 3 times. So, 6 to 10, essentially 5 times. Like, that is ridiculously good as like a low health nuke. At least, I think. But yeah, since she only really has 2 abilities that do burn, I'll probably end up getting rid of Chun's. But Miris's will still be good because everyone else has some form of burn. So, it does work out, but Chun's, I definitely think we need to replace that with something. Now, I did also end up switching Gregory Adalis's page to Glenn's page. Overall, the passives haven't actually changed. He still has pure RNG as requested. Can't go wrong with that. I was debating replacing the when we're hit, burn them, with when we hit them, burn them, but I think the extra passive burn is probably going to be a little more important, because there are some situations where we try and hit them, it doesn't work, they hit us. So, that's kind of preparing for that. Obviously, Volatile Passion is just going to be ridiculously good. And then Rose's Page, which is just going to help us with that RNG attack. So, overall, not much has changed with him. His pages are also identical to what Malkuth originally had, because Malkuth had Glenn's page. So, because she now has the E.G.O page, they just kind of swapped. So, yeah, overall, should be relatively good. I'm quite proud of Malkuth's floor, and E.G.O Malkuth slots in perfectly. It is exactly the glue that this floor needed. Because the only page that didn't really fit was the Crushing Hammer, the Distorted Boris. But now that we've swapped that out for Malkuth, it should... I think this floor is quickly going to become one of our most powerful floors. Obviously, their dice don't hit extremely hard. They are very effect-based, rather than damage-based, but I think it'll still be fine. Yeah, we'll see. But, all in all, I believe that is going to do it in this oddly long episode, considering we did 2 things. But, that's okay. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for putting up with all the shenanigans in this episode, because, man, this one was a mess. But once again, if you want to see my little compilation of the most memorable attempts on the Ayin mod, it'll be in the description below. It'll just be like an unlisted video. But yeah. This episode is a mess. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you
In the next one.
By the way, let me know if you want me to do a Library of Malkuth run. Maybe I'll do that. Bye.